You hit 50, and suddenly your idea of fun changes. You stop caring about being the fastest kid on the block. You start caring about a bike that starts on the first try, doesn't need an app to work, and doesn't leave your knees crying by the end of a ride. Enter the 2025 Triumph Bonneville T120. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't have enough lights and screens to run NASA. It just quietly says, "I've been here a long time. I know what I'm doing, and you'll thank me later." The Bonneville's story begins in 1959, named for the Salt Flats, where Triumph broke speed records and made everyone else look like they were pedaling a tricycle. Fast, elegant, unapologetically British, the kind of bike that made every other motorcycle look like it was just trying too hard. Legends rode these bikes. Steve McQueen, the king of cool, didn't just pose on a Triumph, he launched one over a barbed wire fence, technically a TR6, but spirit, true Bonneville. Bob Dylan had one too, and promptly reminded us that crash courses in rock and roll and motorcycling go hand in hand. Elvis had one. Marlon Brando thought about it. And closer to home, Captain Frederick Bennett, my father. 2 tours in Vietnam, then a year on a 73 Bonneville. No movie cameras, no stunt doubles, just him, the road, and the kind of peace only a long ride can give. That's the Bonneville in a nutshell. Legendary, even if you're not famous. Fast forward to 2025. Triumph somehow makes a bike that looks like 1969. It has the classic teardrop tank, twin pipes, and "I drink tea, not energy drinks" attitude. But under that retro skin, ABS, traction control, ride-by-wire, and yes, cruise control. At this age, my wrists actually like me.
In ancient Greece, learning was sacred, a calling of the mind and the heart. Beneath open skies, mentors shaped young souls for lives of purpose and wisdom. Today, many families still seek that same connection. They travel. They face challenges. Some children need a different rhythm, a quieter place to learn. And parents feel the weight of that responsibility deeply. At the Oaks Private School, faith and education walk hand in hand. For more than 20 years, we've partnered with families around the world, guiding them with accredited distance programs, online or traditional, rooted in Christian values. We believe every child is created with purpose. Through learning at home, guided by love and supported by expert teachers, your child can grow academically, personally and spiritually. From the wisdom of the ancients to the promise of tomorrow, the Oaks Private School is the global answer to all your education questions, rooted in excellence, growing minds worldwide.
The 1200cc parallel twin delivers about 79 horsepower and 77 pound-feet of torque. Not enough to impress the kids on Instagram with their overpriced leader bikes, but enough to make you grin like an idiot. Smooth, manageable, and surprisingly eager when you need it. And the sound? That deep, throaty British rumble that reminds you that motorcycles exist to move your soul, not just your ego. Handling? Solid and confident. The T120 isn't trying to win races. It's trying to make you look good while you enjoy the ride. And for those, I can still pretend I'm young moments. Throw on the right tires, add a skid plate, and it'll wander onto the gravel roads and fire trails. Not a dirt bike, but more adventure-ready than your memory of your knees says it should be. Sure, you could buy a bike with more horsepower or more buttons than a fighter jet. In 5 years, that thing will look like a high school science project. The Bonneville? Still elegant, still smugly correct, still making the kids on their carbon fiber space rockets feel insecure. It's the leather jacket of motorcycles. Timeless, slightly rebellious, and only gets better with age, much like the rider. And the beauty? The T120 doesn't pretend. It doesn't need to. It's not climbing Mount Everest, breaking lap records, or posting TikTok videos. It's saying, let's ride. Mechanical, honest, alive, and it rewards attention instead of demanding it. Roll up on a Bonneville and heads turn, not because it's loud, but because it's right. It says, I know what matters, the ride, the moment, the road. It's for people who've realized that thrill isn't in a spec sheet. It's in the experience, in the grin that comes from leaning a bike that just works. Triumph has modernized the Bonneville without ruining it. LED lights? Sure. Fuel injection? Yep. Ride-by-wire? Naturally. But it still feels analog, real, alive. The rare bike that doesn't need constant attention to remind you it exists. If Steve McQueen were alive today, he'd fire one up and nod, "Yeah, that'll do." It's probably good enough for us older riders, too, who know a good thing when we see it, even if our knees don't bend like they used to. The 2025 Triumph Bonneville T120 isn't trying to be the best all-around motorcycle. It just is. Because when something's this timeless, capable, and effortlessly cool, everyone else is just trying too hard.